I'm Liz from Simple Simon & Company, and today I'm going to walk you through how to make a half rectangle triangle. Now, if you've sewn a lot, you have probably made a million of these half square triangles. We use them all of the time in quilting. So when I sat down to make a half rectangle triangle, I assumed that the process was going to be the same, but I was totally wrong. If you've made a half square triangle before, you know that an easy method to do that is to take two squares and you put them right sides together. Then you just draw a line diagonally down the middle, stitch on each side. Then when you're done, you can cut it apart and you have a half square triangle on one side and a half square triangle on the other. You have two half square triangles. So I assumed that making one of these was going to be the same as making one of these. And I was totally wrong. So I'm going to show you my mistake, and then I'm going to show you the right way to make these. So my first attempt is I sat down to make a half rectangle triangle, and I put two rectangles together, right sides together, that were exactly the same size. I drew a line down the middle diagonally, I stitched on each side, and I was so excited to open it up. But when I opened mine up, it looked like this. This is not a rectangle. This is a paper airplane. And I was super sad. What I wanted was this, but what I got instead was, I'll move this one so you can see better. What I got was this. So right now I'm going to show you how to get this instead of this. Move this aside. I did start out correctly. So what you're going to want to do, if you want to make some half rectangle triangle squares, you are going to start by cutting two pieces of rectangles the same size. You can cut them any size that you want, just make sure that they're both the same size. Once you've got them cut the same size, you're going to take and you are going to cut them on the diagonal from one corner down to the next corner. Easy peasy. You can see I cut them both the same on the same diagonal. Then you're going to take and you're going to mix them up. You're going to put two of the coordinating ones together, exactly how you're going to want your block to look. Just like this. So now that I've got it situated the way I want, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to flip over right sides together, one piece on top of the other. So they're just going right sides together and the diagonal is lined up. So I'm going to move this off and I'm going to bring it over here to my sewing machine and I'm going to stitch it together using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Easy peasy. So I'm just going to make sure, kind of slit around a little bit in the transition. If you want to pin it, if that's going to make it easier for you to pin it together, by all means pin it together. I'm not pinning mine together today. I'm just going to cowboy sew and just get her done. Make sure my machine's on. Again, I'm just going to use a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And I'm going to go from one end of the diagonal, and I'm sewing all the way from one end down to the other end of the diagonal. Super quick, super easy. We're halfway there because I didn't pin. I'm just stopping to readjust, make sure everything's aligned nice and tight. All the way down, right off the edge of my block, cut my thread. Let's see if it worked. So right now it looks crazy, it looks like this, but once we open it up, we have got ourselves a half square, or a half rectangle triangle block. Easy peasy, all you need to do is press it and square it up, and then you are good to go. You can make a million of these in all different patterns, and they're so fun to put together. Done and done. If you want to see how to use these in a quilt or for more tutorials, just check us out over at SimpleSimonandCompany.com. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.